Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Tenshu General by SmartArt Game Studio. It releases tomorrow, or maybe today. I don't know, guys. It's always a crapshoot of when I'm actually going to be able to upload stuff. December 1st, 2015. That is when this game releases. It is a casual RTS game. It's somewhat simplistic, but it's a lot of fun. I'm going to play through one or two campaigns. I'm not great at the game. I'm not horrible. I'm sure you guys will do better. We'll hop in, we'll play a little bit, and see what's up. So we're just going to go into the skirmish mode right now. And we'll go to one of the default maps. And I'm just going to go with the first one here. Now, there is different game speeds that you can play on. And if you're really good, you can probably play stuff on ultra fast. I'm not very good, so I'm going to start with whatever the defaults are. So this first map, its default is going to be casual. Second one's casual, then it goes to normal, so on and so forth. So we'll start, we'll play this, and then maybe we'll switch to a normal one. So, let's begin, shall we? Let's start. Alright, so I don't think anything is started just yet. I don't think until we place our little town, our little capital city. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the map. This is where... Oh, I can place either side if I wanted to. Well, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so I can either choose to place it here, or I can choose to place it over here. You can zoom out if you want a more, a further back view, a more overview side of things if you wanted. Now, like I said, it's a pretty simplistic game. It's not overly complicated or complex, but it's still a lot of fun, and you should be able to get quite a bit of enjoyment out of it. So, what are we looking at here real quick? I'm going to try to run down some stuff for you guys so you don't have to be completely clueless and lost when you start. Any of the towns, as you see, if you hover over them, well, we'll start with this one, it will produce rice. Rice is your currency. And when you place your little town here, your Tenshu, if you will, you'll be able to build an army. These little things are armies. The size of the flag is representative to how powerful the army is. So if I start down there, our enemy will start up here. And basically the goal is to spread out as far as you can, as quickly as you can, take over stuff, upgrade your little villages and stuff to produce more rice, therefore enabling you to recruit more troops, which also enables you to go out and take more areas and everything else like that there. So that's pretty much it. So let's hop in and see how this all comes together. I have placed my Tenshu. I'm going to click on my little village there. I'm going to place an army. Then I'm going to click on my army, and I'm going to build it up a little bit. And there it is. It is built, and now I'm going to click again, and I'm going to, and I'm going to drag my army out. And that is going to be the play. I'm going to upgrade my farmland here. And as soon as I have taken that one, I'm going to move them over there. I'm going to, again, do some upgrading. Irrigation is for, if I'm not wrong, it's for the mountain area, but we don't have enough rice to showcase that. And since I took that, I'm going to come down here and take this on next. So if you take a look here, it will say this gives us plus 20% advantage with mountains, and that's what we have in most of these things. This one has a forest, so you get to see what the advantage is there. Additionally, I'm going to need my next chunk of rice to actually allow me to get some more troops, because we're going to have to do more battle. I'm still not quite ready just yet, so I'm going to wait it out. I am tempted to go this way. This is the way I went last time, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably going this way. I think that is going to be my play, and as soon as our next rice chunk comes in, we should have enough oomph to increase our army size. Oh, we don't. Well, that's a tad unfortunate. I'm going to wait it out until I get one more chunk from our rice. And it's every so many seconds it actually increases. I don't know exactly the time, unfortunately, so it's hard to say for certain. Alright, we're going to go with an extra foot soldier there. And we are going to move our army eventually. There we go. Right on over this way. And we are going to do battle. Now, the battle is pretty simplistic. It's a lot of auto-calc. You get to see how you face up against it. We won pretty substantially there. And we actually have enough to get ourselves an archer back. And I'm going to attempt to take over his town right here. Now, he's leaving with his army, which means, well, we just freely took over his town. We captured it right there. And we're going to come down here and capture this. And then we're going to actually probably go up and chase him down and take him out. That's probably going to be our play. We should be getting way, way more forces than he is now. And, in fact, I think we're doing... Well, we're not doing so well that we can just go and annihilate everything. Alright, so we've taken that over. I'm going to actually go, like I said, I'm going to try to face off against his army as it continues to move around. And it looks like we're about to... Oh, we're about to do battle here. Oh, is he going to leave or stay? This is where we'll find out if we're stronger than he is or he's stronger than we are. Alright, we've taken it. Where did he end up going? We didn't even fight his army there. Oh, here it is. Alright, the results, we barely won it, but we did win, so we have the advantage now. We're going to rebuild up our army a little bit here. And it's going to be at this point that I'm going to come back down here and I am going to upgrade some of my bigger cities and things to enable me to get the most out of them. And I think that is going to be just fine. Alright, we'll snag up that, we'll snag up that, and I guess that. And now we're getting 840 rice per turn, which is, well, pretty substantial, for lack of a better term. Alright, we're going to go that route. And I am going to move down here, take on these that are actually free and available, where I don't have to do battle with the enemy. Even if it is a rebel army as opposed to our actual enemy army. So, not too bad. Not too bad. There we go. We have captured that. I'm going to head back up there to blockade him in. It's always nice when you're able to trap him and prevent him from being able to move out. Additionally, we should be powerful enough now to build up a second army, and we have done so. And I am going to continue down this path to increase our strength just a little bit more. And you still get stuff out of all of those. It's just not as effective as getting the one that you're, the mountain area. Getting irrigation in mountains is better than the other two. Whereas getting in plains, let's see, do we have a plains one? This is probably the plains one. So getting oxen here is going to probably be more advantageous than elsewhere. So there you have it. Alright, he is building up an army. He looks like he's about ready to do battle with us. We have a pretty sizable army already going, though. So there is that. We're going to move over here to back up ourselves. We are definitely winning out on the rice economy right now. And it looks like we have a full army ready to do battle. So we're going to send him on in and take on the nasty enemy that awaits us. And his enemy army, not super impressive. And it looks like we're up against two walls. And we defeated it, and that's a victory for us. We destroyed 3 armies. It took us about 6 minutes, and we bought 44 upgrades. And there you have it, guys. That's a pretty quick and easy... I mean, that didn't take long at all, right? The best time, apparently, somebody beat this in 1 minute. I'm not that good at the game, obviously. Alright, we're going to go over to a normal one. Now, this one's probably going to be a bit more challenging and difficult, but we'll give it a shot anyway. And hope that I can do okay. So I'm just going to play through probably this one, and then that should give you a fairly decent idea of what's going on. There is a campaign mode. It's kind of hand-holdy at the beginning. It's part of the tutorial and everything else. But then you get to start going through and doing different missions, and there's a little bit of a storyline to it and everything else. Like I said, guys, this is a casual, just sit back and enjoy a quick round of RTS. Alright, so we can start at any point here, it seems, for having our castle. And I believe I want my castle to be right there. So we're going to do that. I'm going to throw down our army first and foremost. And then we're going to go and capture this. And then I am going to use some tools there. We've captured that. I'm going to come down here and take this on. And again, this should give us a little bit of an edge. Alright, we've captured one of the bigger towns available to us. We're going to come down here and take this, and then that should be all that we really need to focus on right away. Alright, there are mountains in this area? Yes, there's mountains. Okay, so we need to go with irrigation for you. It's a forest, so we need to go with tools for you. And then here you guys are on the plains, so we're going to go with a couple cattle. And there we go. We are pretty much set right now. No one has quite expanded out to attack us just yet. Granted, we don't have the largest army anyway. So, had we attempted to fight back at this point, we would probably be fairly far behind. Alright, I believe at this point we do need to get our army to the front lines. And I shall do that. And it looks like if we take a step back here, they're moving around. They already have a, apparently a diplomat or something moving around. Which is pretty interesting. I have not actually managed to do that yet. An advisor. Oh, it's an economy bonus. Well, heck. I will totally get after that then. I will send you over here, sir. I will send you over here and you will boost our economy as good as you possibly can. Oh, that's a plains area. My bad. I did the wrong one. There we go. Yeah. Boost that economy up. Ugh. Alright, we're going to take this one on right here. Now, again, ideally, we want to be able to do battle against the enemy army if we can. So I'm going to try to do that, though I can't guarantee it's going to happen. What I really need to do right now is actually take on more troops in our army here. Okay, that might be enough for us to be able to start doing some damage to this tan fellow here. Okay, so we're going to take this out. We're going to take this out. And it looks like he's going to be like, hey, wait a minute, what are you doing? You're not allowed to do that. That's not cool. We'll be like, yeah, we are. Deal with it. There we are. We are nearly fully done. We're going to go up here and try to take out his actual Tenshu. His castle, if you will. And if we're able to do that, if we're strong enough... Yeah, we are. I don't think we defeated him. Or maybe we did. Yeah, we did defeat him, actually. I didn't know if that would actually work, but yes, it totally did. So now all we have to do is make it down to the bottom, build up our army again, and take names, I guess. They seem to be a little bit more afraid of us than we are of them, and I am totally okay with that scenario. I'm going to actually build up a wall, too. And we need to do some more researching and, well, other stuff. We need to gather up more equipment and whatnot. Alright, he does have 2 armies moving around. We can make a play for his main base if we get enough strength, and we're really close to being able to do that. So I'm going to move over here. It looks like he's going to garner his forces around his wonderful, wonderful little group. That's okay. We're going to come after, I'm hoping, what's his smaller army. Alright, I've captured that. I don't know where that put his... Oh, wait. The result... Alright, we did defeat him. Excellent. And I feel like we're going to be just fine getting through this if we can just make a little bit of headway here. Oh, he's coming at us. Alright, so the result is we crushed him. We're not quite done just yet. He's going to come at us again, it seems. No, he's going to run. Alright, well, let's go take him on right here. He's going to try to leave, but no such luck. The result, we've crushed him yet again, and now all we have to do is finish him off, and then victory will be ours. And it is going to be sweet, sweet, nice style. And that'll pretty much do it for this first look, guys. I mean, like I said, it's a simple, straightforward, pretty easy to understand and to pick up. Just short RTS game, so I'm a pretty big fan. Actually, I don't think we have quite enough oomph to do that. Yeah, almost. Not quite. Not quite enough. Alright, we're actually just going to go and charge him down again. He's going to move out to try to do something that's not going to work, though. Because victory is ours! Alright, the result is we just won. Alright, and there we are. 4 minutes, and I managed to do it. Not too bad. 53 upgrades bought, and yeah, so you kind of want to be able to move fast and far and just kind of blitz your guys. That's what you want to do. Just the lightning war. Just charge right down and murder them. So if you can build up your forces and keep your economy going decently, you're going to be pretty good. But, yeah, it's a tough one. So let's see. What was the best time in Hiroshi's entrance? Apparently, best time was 1 minute. I totally didn't make that at all. Still, 4 minutes wasn't bad. Anyway, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this first look video. I know it's a little bit of a shorter one, but I don't want to play all the scenarios and leave you guys with nothing to do. The game itself, there's just short little things, you know, somewhere between apparently 1 and like 5 minutes for most of them. Some might be upwards of 10, maybe 20 minutes. But it's something you can do on your lunch break or what have you. So there you have it, guys and gals. It releases tomorrow or maybe today. I don't know. December 1st, 2015 on Steam. It is Tenshu General, and it is, once again, by SmartArt Game Studios. I'll have all that information down below in the description of the video, where you can find it, more information about the developer, all that wonderful fun stuff. So, thanks for stopping by the Freak Show. My name is Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.